Good. Good.
Welcome to the bonus episode of Say Something Serious. We're here with Sara the Medium, and Sara is going to give us a quick reading today so that those of you who watched our last episode and were interested in what Sara does, this is an example. Thank you so much for coming, Sara.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
All right. So I'm gonna just kind of say my prayer and set my intention. And I'm just gonna see where I start. And usually Spirit's pretty good at letting me know where I am, but if I am talking to one of you and it sounds like it's more for the other, please just let me know so I can fine tune where I am, okay?
Okay.
Okay. I love seeing where I'm starting. It's like the walking into a party and seeing who I'm going to talk with first. All right. I think I'm actually going to start with you, Erin. Okay. Got a couple different things kind of coming in, and I just like to see where I'm getting this from. Don't mind, my eyes do lots of things while I'm just following the energy going through here. Um, okay, so I'm actually going to start. I have a female that wants to come through first. Okay. This is someone that would have passed before their time. Do you understand what I mean when I say that? Just they were on the younger side. Okay. I don't feel like you were very close with this person when they were here, but they were excited to talk to you about a couple of things. So bear with me while I place them. Okay. Do you understand who the J initial on dad's side of the family would be? The female with
For a
J?
female?
She connects through marriage. She's showing me she connects through marriage.
Yes. Yes.
She says that she's not upset that you didn't think of her first. So don't worry. She doesn't feel like she was very close with you when she was here. It feels like there was, she's showing me space between the two of you. So you probably didn't live very close together. Um, but she wants to talk to you about a couple of things that she's excited watching you here. The way that you are much better at expressing yourself than majority of your family is. It feels like you're breaking a lot of generational limited belief systems around kind of speaking your truth and putting yourself out there. And she loves watching you do it. And she wants you to know that you're not just doing it for yourself, but you're doing it for like the generations to come and also for your generation as well. Do you know if she used to? I don't know how much awareness you have around information around her, but do you know if she liked to walk outside a lot by the water?
She was very outdoorsy.
Yeah, she just keeps on showing me like this scene of like just walk like she's just walking outside and in like this wooded area and there's water nearby. I love this because I will preface this by saying that I think that sometimes when we don't have very close relationships with our loved ones in the physical world, not that she had a bad relationship with you, but it just feels limited in how close you were. It might sometimes feel a little silly for us to ask these people for help, but whenever our loved ones bring up things they want to help us with, I always say that they are well equipped for the job. So feel free to ask this. Feels like I want to call her an aunt, this aunt A, to be able to help you, not A, but be able to help you with this. She's talking about really like deeply, deeply trusting yourself. It feels like you deeply trust yourself in a way that she never did. It feels like she was a bit more timid and a bit more tucked in. And she really admires the way that you know your truth and you stand your ground, but she wants you to kind of like level up with it. Right. So it's like you're never too much and there's more for you to do and there's more for you to say and how you're showing up. So she's really encouraging you to like deeply root yourself and kind of like I want to use the phrase embody it a little bit more, and know that there's so much more for you to do here. But she really admires the way that you move through life, right? So this is not coming from a place of like she's not doing enough. Like she really admires it, but there's more for you to do here. So she's rooting for you. Okay.
Okay.
She's telling me that creativity runs more on mom's side than on dad's side. It feels like dad's side feels a bit more, I'm going to use the phrase stuffy just because that's how she's framing it. Okay. Okay. I have a male peeking in, is calling you kiddo. Is there someone that actually used to call you kiddo or something similar to this? Okay.
Man, same side, or is this
He's coming in, he's coming in out of left field. So it would feel like this is actually not on the same side. This feels like it's not connected to where I was already. You have a lot to do here. um, I'm laughing because it feels like you feel all the pressure, but you need to start moving and doing the things so that the pressure could stop, right? So the way that it feels, is mom's dad crossed over? Yeah. This feels like I'm with mom's dad. Is mom an S initial? Just gaining validation. Okay, beautiful. So he is like, she feels all the weight and she feels all the pressure of all the things that she has to do, but she needs to start doing it so the pressure releases, right? It's like a steaming kettle is kind of like how I'm feeling this pressurized stuff. It's like you have a lot to say, you have a lot to educate people on, you have a lot to do, and you have your hands in too many different things. He wants you to kind of create a little bit create a little bit more of a like a little bit more of like an energy flow towards a thing so that you can feel like you're gaining traction so that that pressure kind of releases. It doesn't mean not to do all of them. You're going to do them all because you're not here to just do one thing, but it just feels like there is a level of self-sabotage that kind of happens for you when you over try to do too many things, and then it feels like you're going nowhere, or kind of moving in a circle. So it feels like there's actually more space for you to get more done and to feel like you're getting more accomplished if you prioritize where to pour your energy into, right? Is your mom's energy a bit more chaotic by nature? Because he's blaming mom for that, like not in a mean way, in like a loving way, but it feels like she has a harder time like getting things done from start to finish, and like it works for her, and she's perfectly who she's supposed to be. But for you, it feels like there is more of this need to feel like you're completing projects and not just spinning with them. Do you understand? This is going to feel silly, but likely because of what we just talked about, but he's also telling you to slow down. So it's not a race, and you're actually going to get more accomplished when there is more of a um the way he keeps on showing it to me, I keep on seeing it through like a funnel, right? So it's like when you use a funnel, more gets into the bottle than if you just like pour sand and want the sand to go into the bottle, right? So it's like you're going to funnel your energy towards one thing so you could fill it up faster. Do you understand? So it's telling you to like slow down and to pay a little bit more attention to the process rather than paying attention to just wanting to fill the bottle faster. Right?
makes
A
perfect
little,
sense to me.
a
Yeah,
little bit of impatience. And it's like trying to like just like, you're going to get there. You're going to get there. Um,
I'm very much on a journey of getting more done through slowing down. Like I
okay,
would say that is like exactly what I've been trying to do.
perfect. He's giving you validation that he knows that that's part of your path and your journey right now, and that that's exactly what you need to do to get to where you want to go. And it just feels like you're someone that needs a lot of reminders, he says, right? Because you could get very ahead of yourself. So you just have to like, I'm seeing it like written on a sticky note. Like if you have to like write something out for yourself and just like to be able to reference it and remind yourself of it, do that. Okay. But there's also a lot to celebrate for you as well. It feels like, things happening for you that you didn't think were going to happen. It feels like there's a lot of celebratory things for you, and just know she's cheering for you. Okay. Hold on. He's showing, I'm confused at what is happening at the moment. Trying to follow this. Okay. There is this understanding of him being more limited in his level of understanding and consciousness when he was here in the physical world. Now, I also will say that everybody is limited, but he's like, no, no, no. But like, he kind of feels like a little bit more of like a black or white thinker. And he wants you to know that he has expanded outside of that. And you'd be proud of him, is kind of like how he frames it. Okay.
That's my mother's father.
Yeah. Yeah.
He often comes through. Um, I didn't know him at all, and my mother's relationship with him was very terrible. But he comes through with her a lot in her readings as like basically that he's not leaving until he makes amends by looking out for her and I from the other side, is what basically I've gathered through a couple of
Right, right.
that
So
he's like very much her guardian angel, which of course makes her like,
I know.
but he that's how he is making up for it where
Exactly.
he
The,
is.
the irony is real when it's the people that we struggled with the most here or had no relationship with. And both of these people are kind of like random, right? They're just like, hey, we didn't really have that much, but we do want to help you, right? So a lot of times it gives them more fuel to want to help where they feel like they fell short here in the physical world. So I would just change the wording a little bit from he's not going to leave. Like, spirit is always exactly where they're supposed to be, right? They could be more than one place at a time. It's not like they get stuck anywhere. It's just a matter of like him making up for where he fell short. Like it's like penance, right? When we think about like, the Catholic Church, it's like this is his penance. His penance is not that it's a punishment to help and guide family, right? But it's like making up for where we fell short. So sometimes it can look like hey, I am a better version of myself and I want you to know this because that's healing to know. And sometimes it's, hey, let me help you with a specific thing. But I think that the human in us and sometimes that unhealed part of us is resistant to gaining help from the people that we don't want help from, right? So I would encourage you, if he's coming through for you as well, to find what feels like you're not gaslighting yourself by asking him for help with, but feels within alignment for you to be able to say, okay, what medicine do you have for me? What can you actually help me with? And it just might be knowing that if you have people that are cheering for you and that are on your side that you weren't very close with, just imagine how many people you have cheering for you that you were close with as well, right?
Yeah.
Um, because there are more people here, but it just feels like those two people were very gung ho about wanting to say their piece. Okay, I thought I was going over somewhere, and then I'm feeling like I'm going over somewhere else. So I'm just trying to figure out where am I going? Okay. Do you have a cat that you're close with that would be in the world of spirit?
Not really. I have a cat now. I
Do you feel
desperately was hoping my dogs would come through.
like, okay? All right. Let's listen.
No
For
pressure. No pressure.
no
But
pressure.
I've been praying for days.
But do you feel like your cat sees your dogs?
Maybe their energy is everywhere in the house. Portraits.
Give me the names, please.
Of the cat that I have
No, no,
currently is
no, of the
Marley. Oh,
dogs. Of the dogs.
Harley,
Uh-huh.
Juju, Rory, and Dave. Dave is a girl.
Dave told me.
She did. she we felt like she said that every time we said her name.
Yeah,
This
literally
is
is what
Dave,
I
and I'm a
heard.
girl.
Dave
And
the
I'm a
girl.
girl. Yeah.
Aw. Collectively, they want to remind you what a good mom you are. There is, would you understand that one of them, their passing happened way like much, much faster, and it was like a little bit more chaotic with how we got there? It feels like there is still a lot of weight that you hold around like like the passing and like what kind of happened leading up to the passing. Um, is that more significant for Rory by any chance?
Juju.
It's Juju. Okay. Is that the one that you named right before Rory or after? I don't know. You'll have to see
Yeah.
when we listen
They were
back to this.
together. Those two
They
were
were.
together, and
Okay.
Harley and Dave were together.
Okay. Okay. Because I feel like there is some capacity where Rory was lumped into this, but it didn't feel 100% in alignment for.
I kept Rory
So
alive possibly too long.
say that again.
I kept Rory alive possibly too long.
No, you're good. You're good. But I think that Juju, it's important for you to know that like you need there is space for you to let go of guilt and of there's a lot of like negative emotions that you hold connected to that passing, which is fair and all very normal, but there's an encouragement for you to kind of like forgive yourself for not knowing or it feels like I just keep on getting shown like going back through everything and again and thinking about all the things I would have changed or like how I could have maybe done something different or known something that you couldn't have known. So just know that everything, I hate the saying everything happens for a reason because it's a stupid saying, but it's kind of like nothing could have been done differently, right? So uh, I'm laughing because I'm hearing that the way that Juju brings it through is kind of like, tell her it's for me, because if it's for her, she's not going to do it. So
Okay.
for Juju, you have to let yourself heal through that, okay? And allow yourself to kind of like realize that it's not your fault, right? Like it was outside of your control, okay? Yeah. Ask Juju to help you. Like our dogs, our souls, just the same as our loved ones in the world of spirit, the people, right? So they have the ability to help us. And most of the time, we need their help to do that, especially when it is something that we're really deeply struggling with. Okay. So ask for Juju to help you to release that and to embody the fact that you couldn't have changed anything. I just keep on hearing little paws. Like, were their nails really like, did they grow really fast that you always were hearing their nails on the floor? I'm just hearing like,
Yeah. I get, yeah. Rory, especially.
yeah,
She was always
yes, that's what I'm hearing.
all over
And
the house.
yeah, it's so funny. Okay, so that's just sometimes we need a little bit more of a validation around so that we can implement and understand that they truly are telling us this, right? So I would just use the nail thing. It's so funny. I never noticed my dog's nails on the floor ever. My husband's always like, she needs her nails cut. I hear them. I'm like, I don't pay attention. But I just keep on hearing with as I'm
Yeah.
talking. So funny.
I could hear it after
Yeah.
she passed a few times. After Rory passed, I would hear the
I'm not
be like,
surprised because the way that I was hearing it felt like you'd still hear it, like after the fact. You're not crazy, that's for sure. Um, okay, lots of licks and kisses. All right. Okay, Mindy, I am gonna go over to you because I have someone that is like I thought I was starting with, and then I didn't. When we were talking about getting spirit and like reeling them in, like we were fishing, there was someone that really connected with fishing that was talking to me, that was true. So he was like, "Oh yeah, we're fishing." So I'm gonna start with him. Would you understand that he would connect with the month of July?
Yeah.
He's very fun. He has like very like little kid energy. Like there is like this like silly, quirky, happy go lucky energy that he comes with. So like when we were like literally reeling in spirit with the fishing pole, I was like, okay, but I can't go there yet. So there was my boundary. And I was like, come back later. That's why I thought when I was starting that I was going to start with him and with you. But he was like, he's a big gentleman too. And he's like, no, we'll let Erin go first.
Yep. Yeah. That's him.
He doesn't want you worrying about him. It feels like everything happened very quickly with his passing.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like we didn't have a lot of time to kind of wrap our head around. It also feels like there's almost like an element of him not really feeling like it was going to happen. Would you understand that?
Yeah. Yeah.
He wants me to make sure that I tell you that he feels very proud to be able to call you his daughter, and he feels really very much like he enjoys watching Chloe. Like she beats to her own drum in a little bit of a way, and he really admires that about her because it reminds him of like there's like this quirkiness that he kind of has, right?
Yeah.
And it reminds him of that, and it's like no one can take away your happiness when you create your own, is how I'm hearing that. And I actually love
Right.
that, and it's true, right?
Yeah.
He's apologizing for making you cry in here.
No, I cry all the time. It's okay. I'm comfortable with that. It's beautiful. It's beautiful tears,
It
and
is, and
it's
it's
love. You know.
yes, yes, yes. Listen, we so many people apologize for crying in sessions, and it's never something that we should apologize for, but we apologize for being human all the time.
Yeah.
And it's important for us to be able to cry. It's a beautiful thing, but he's also like, "Aw, but I feel bad."
I'm comfortable.
Beautiful. He likes to put his name around for you. That's how he's saying it. Like I almost feel like, do you see his name in weird places? And if you don't, see how this shows up for you.
Yeah. I'll keep an eye.
You'll see how this shows up. I have to say, like, he just keeps on showing me himself looking really happy. And I think that there's just such an emphasis of like knowing that he is good and he is happy. He has like no care in the world. I know that sounds like a silly thing to say about the world of spirit, because like, please God, if we are worried in the world of spirit, what the hell? We aren't. We're just good, right? But he just comes through in this way of just feeling like pure joy. So if ever you are having a bad day, he is the one to call on. He is the one to ask for you to feel his energy, ask for him to help, shine some light, so to speak, on what feels dark or what feels heavy. Because, it's almost like they don't make many people that radiate that kind of lightness.
Yeah. Yeah. He was full of joy.
Yeah.
Full of joy.
And genuine joy. This is the other thing. Usually when people are like so light and joyous, it's not genuine. But his is genuine. He also talks about the sense of responsibility that you hold for. You have a sister?
Hmm.
For your
Yeah.
sister and your mother. He's talking about the responsibility that you hold for them. And while he is grateful, he wants to remind you that it is not your job to hold everybody up, right?
Yeah.
He says, I repeat, it is not your job to hold everybody up.
Yeah.
I love it because he's very funny, and he like when he said I repeat, like he took one of those megaphones and like it's just for drama. I love it.
He's funny.
He is. And like he's not looking to make anyone else laugh. He's just having fun. Like
Yep.
do you know, was he a Cancer in astrology?
Yeah. Yes.
He very much holds that energy of like in no way, shape, or form this doesn't make him a woman. We all have masculine and feminine energy in us, right? But he very much embodies that like maternal energy and space holder. Like he doesn't even have to say anything, he could just hold space for you. So again, more of a reason to kind of call on him in your time of uh darkness or struggle that we all have, right? Um, or just for fun. Doesn't even need to be anything big. He's grateful that you always talk to him.
I do. He's always around and I know it. I also just want to say, like, with the maternal energy thing, my mom and I were talking about this yesterday about like how over time as he got older and she notices it like in other men, they like embrace more of that feminine side and how he was like able to cry and it'd be a beautiful thing. So we really were just talking about that. That's
Beautiful. So
wild.
it's his way of validating that he was part of that convo. And it's
Yeah.
true. I think that the men that allow themselves to heal outside of what society teaches you have to be like as a man, I think that starts to kind of like come down a little bit, and we're able to embrace um, that more feminine energy we all have, right? It's so much easier
Yeah.
to um, live this life in our masculine because it's a lot less vulnerable for all of us, right?
Yeah.
And I know it's even just been a journey for me to move more into my feminine. So I feel that, but I love that he validates that for you. Tell mom to keep on creating, he says.
Ah, that's really sweet. She's an artist and he loved her art and he would show everyone. He would like bring pictures and show people. That's very sweet.
That's amazing.
Very
It's
sweet.
it's like this nudge to keep on going with it and like to just have fun with it. It's a very healing thing for mom. Mom holds a lot in her body, so it's a good way for her to get that stuff out.
Yeah.
He did this to me before, and I kind of like didn't bring it up because I wasn't 100% sure on it, but he's bringing it back up again. Do you ever smell him get like a whiff of something that it shouldn't, that I almost feel like he didn't have a cologne that he always wear. It doesn't feel like it's like that. But do you ever smell something that shouldn't actually be there?
I don't know. I
Okay.
don't know.
So
Yeah.
sometimes a common way that this can kind of come up is like if no one around you is smoking and you smell cigarette smoke, right? It doesn't feel like that's what it is that you're smelling, but it feels like it's like something that has no source of being there. See how this plate comes up. Sometimes spirit likes to give us things that doesn't perfectly make sense right now, so that after it kind of just
Pay attention.
reiterates and validates. Yeah, but it's just it smells like a good smell. It smells like like a floral smell or like a perfume, but there's no reason why we'd be smelling it. So just keep that in the back of your mind and see how that plays in.
Okay. It could, yeah, my mom might be picking up on that kind of stuff too, which I feel
Right.
like she
That's
does.
true.
So, yeah.
That's true. Very true. But it's a good smell. But it also is funny because he's like, it wasn't my cologne because I don't feel like he really wore it. Or if he
Yeah.
did, it wasn't like he was known for this smell. He's very proud of you. And although that might sound generic, it feels like you always felt how proud he was, but it feels like an important thing for him to reiterate, right? You're always going for like the next thing and working towards something. And he wants to remind you to take time to celebrate where you are, so that you can, when we do this, I think there is a level of gratitude that we sit in when we can just be happy where we are. And I'm not saying that you're not happy for where you are, but sometimes we can get caught up in the plan and the next thing. So it's just a reminder to celebrate like where you're at so that you can get where you're going faster.
Yeah.
But it's not a
That
race.
makes sense.
It's not a race. I'm just laughing because he's kind of corny. He's like,
Yeah.
just, just slow down and go fishing, right? It's like kind of like that, like, just the vibe of just like knowing that you planted the seed and it's going to come to fruition. But anyway, is mom doing something with one of his shirts or kept one of his shirts that she's planning on doing something with it?
I don't know. I don't
Did,
know.
did he wear a lot of like flannel or like loud patterns?
Not, not that I can recall, but like I feel like I always have this one memory of like a solid shirt, like one solid color, but
Okay.
I don't
No,
know.
there's something with pattern with this. And I don't know. He might be blending two things together because he's talking to me about if this feels connected with mom and what mom is planning on doing. It feels like and does I know you said that mom creates. Does she do a lot with loud patterns?
Yeah, she likes loud artwork. Yeah.
Okay. There's something that she might be thinking about doing, and you can either, talk to her about this and see if there is something or wait to see what she ends up bringing up. But it feels like there is a way that she's going to like do something a bit more artistic and to memorialize him with something with his shirt.
Okay.
I'm like, am I understanding that right? It's kind of like a weird thing. But he's nodding yes at me. So see what ends up happening with that. Um,
Okay.
and you'll see whatever it ends up being.
Yeah,
When they do this to
I
me,
will.
sometimes it makes me feel a little batty. But you know what? I'm in my channel.
And well, yeah, but then I go talk to my mom and she'll have a plan.
Yeah, she might just be like, oh, I was trying to think about something to do with it. Or, who knows? We'll see what it ends up being. But he's bringing it up and it feels like it's already been an idea, but she might not have done anything about it just yet. But I hope that you guys enjoyed your little mini readings and
Thank
thanks
you.
for having me. I appreciate it.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Erin, you're on mute.
Sorry, I muted myself. I was saying thank you so much. That was so amazing.
Oh, you're so
That
welcome.
was
Really
so
amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
mine
Thank
were
you. Thank you.
dead on.
Mind blowing. Yeah,
Yeah.
mind blowing. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
My Aunt Janelle that you talked about, we weren't that close in life, but she visited me the night that she died. And I had like a
Like, it's
very intense experience. Like woke up in a dead sleep and she downloaded a ton of messages to me.
amazing.
And I've been working with her spirit ever since. And that's why I'm like, I can't believe I didn't think of it right away, but I wasn't thinking of marriage.
Right, right. Which is why she's like, it's through marriage. Like it, but easy, easy. She wasn't offended that you didn't know. It's funny that you say this with the dream because I meant to talk to you guys about this and I forgot. I met you last night in my in my dream. This sounds like such a creepy thing, but I was meeting with you guys, and it was like I was kind of like it was interesting. And without going into lavish detail about it, we were here and we were doing our thing, but I was like, I have to remember to ask who has the vivid dreams, because Erin, I feel like for you, it's more than just this that comes up with dreams. It's like this is one of the ways that you do receive downloads and more information intuitively. So pay attention to the dreams. And I should have remembered to tell you that before, but I forgot. So thank you for telling me that. Otherwise, I would have
Perfect.
forgotten. Yeah.
Oh,
Awesome.
Yeah.
that is so
I
cool.
rarely dream,
But when
I
you
have
do,
but when
very
I
vivid.
do,
you do.
Mindy has very vivid
I'm
dreams.
a very vivid dreamer. Yeah.
Me too. Sometimes I don't know what's real and what's not. I convinced myself that my husband
Yeah.
loved lobster when we were dating, even though he hates seafood. I'm like, but you like lobster. And he's like, no, I don't. I'm like, where it happened. I'm like, it must have been my dream. Now
Yeah.
my dreams are real. Like they're not totally out there. But yeah, sometimes I get confused what was a dream and what wasn't, because they're so like wildly specific. But thank you guys for
Yeah.
having me.
Thank
Thank
you. Thank you
you.
so much. That was beautiful. I can't wait to share it.
Sounds good.